Kelsey with Hey Y'all Creative. I'm hopping on to do my July catch-up video. Again, still continuing to work constantly on trying to get a better filming schedule. Excuse me, the blanket underneath me and this chair is a little bit messed up. Hang on. There we go. I ended up working the first weekend of this month, and it just, yeah, so that's why I'm hopping on a little bit later in August. It's also been a really busy season. We unfortunately had our 4th embryo transfer that was not successful, so we've been dealing with that. I've been coordinating lots of tests and workups with my doctors and my IVF doctor and my GI doctor and my PCP, and I'm really grateful that I have kept relationships with these physicians so that we can kind of work through this and kind of figure out what's going on. But I will keep you guys posted. I think the biggest thing that we're more than likely dealing with is some silent endometriosis. I don't really have the typical signs and symptoms of endometriosis in and of the traditional sense, but something is messing up the implantation process when we do these transfers, and more than likely it's either something with the embryos that we're just not able to tell with the testing that we have available nowadays, or endometriosis that, typically the only really way you can truly diagnose endometriosis is with surgery, and because of my surgical history and my scarring history that I've already demonstrated happens with the scar tissue that I have that's caused all this infertility stuff, I'm not really a very good surgical candidate. I don't have a lot of the elevated levels and stuff that you do see in the blood tests that they're able to do, so that leads my doctors to think that I don't have a very heavy case of it. And because I don't have a lot of symptoms and things of the traditional sense with endometriosis, but we think it's just enough to mess with our transfers being successful. So we are working on figuring out a game plan for that. My husband and I are also going to be getting worked up for some genetic things that we didn't really think were ever going to be an issue, so we didn't do them when we first started. And honestly, our first provider for all of this infertility stuff was not the best. I don't think I was getting the best care, and he didn't really educate us and encourage us. We just kind of got the embryo stuff back that said our embryos were genetically normal, and he was like, yeah, you guys should be good. He literally thought that this was going to be a cut and dry IVF process, which is never true and should never be any approach that any fertility doctor should take with their patients. So if you have a fertility doctor that's coming at you like that, run. That is red flag number 1. Nobody's infertility case is just black and white, super easy. It's not. It's not fair to present it that way, because that's how it was presented to us. And now we're 4 transfers in with a miscarriage and no baby. So yeah. I'm thinking maybe in September I may do like a double video special and do one of my videos about my fertility journey for you guys. I have some time off from work for my birthday and stuff, so I may do kind of a double video situation for y'all, so I can go into more detail about some of that, because that's a whole y'all, it has been woo, so that's a whole video in and of itself. But I'm not here today to really talk about that, while it's been one of the main things I've been dealing with this month and currently still dealing with. Hence the bun and the t-shirt and no makeup. It's just been a lot. And so my weekends and my downtime from work have really just been about self-care and being cozy and comfortable and just taking care of myself. Part of the reason I still have a bun is I worked out this morning. I'm probably gonna go work out a little bit later again this evening. I've been trying to do kind of 2-a-day workouts on my days off. So we'll do a good workout in the morning, and then in the evenings I go on about an hour-long walk. So I didn't, when I got cleaned up after my first workout, I didn't really do anything with my hair because I knew I'm going to be going on a walk in a little while. So, and it's just so hot outside that I didn't want to deal with the sweating gel and all that stuff when I go walk later. So, but I will say it has been a good crochet month. I've really leaned into my crochet during this time. It's a healing, therapeutic craft. I think any craft is, especially if you're very passionate about it. I know this, we know this, I definitely know this from my schooling and my education and all the research articles that I've read. And, you know, crafting is one of the top tools and treatment interventions that we use for our mental health population, you know, with occupational therapy. And there's just been so many studies that have shown doing these things with individuals helps them to come out of the depression, helps them to stay out of it, and it just creating something and exerting that energy into something more positive versus turning it back in on yourself. It is very cathartic and healing. And you know, there were a couple of times where I was just sitting on the couch doing my rounds. I put my stitch marker in on some of the things I was making, and I just sat there and crocheted in the round and zoned out and just let the tears fall, you know. And so it definitely has some healing powers to it and abilities. So you know, if you're going through a hard time and you're really trying to keep yourself up, I'm gonna start tearing up right now. Lean into your craft, because so often I feel our sad times and our bad times can become almost a personality trait, which is something I've been struggling with all of this IVF stuff. Sorry. You know, I even told my friend at work, I was like, I hate it because it's now become my personality. All of this IVF stuff and this sadness, it's become my personality, and it's not who I am. I'm typically a very happy-go-lucky, go-getter kind of a person, and this has just really hit my soul. So but I'm so sorry, but you know, my crochet has really been something to anchor me. You know, my crochet and my faith has just been something to anchor me and remind me that, you know, I'm more than this. And so I'm very thankful and glad that, you know, the good Lord gave me these skills and this ability to kind of help me survive through this time of trial. And so because you guys will see, one of the things I've been making are these blanket wraps I call them couch wraps. And you know, they're very simple and repetitive, and just, you know, just like when you're making a prayer shawl, you just get lost in your thoughts, and sometimes some of those thoughts have been a prayer. And so lean into your craft, and don't be afraid to and don't be afraid to celebrate it and rejoice in it, because it is a gift. And so you know, and one of the things I did this month to celebrate that and to bring honor and glory, hopefully, to my God is I submitted a competition piece to the state fair. Yes, it's exciting for me, and I'm excited to see how I do, but I also did it because there was just this, you know, this tiny little voice telling me to go for it and to do it and to rejoice and celebrate in the gift that I was given, and to, you know, hopefully be an outlet to bring glory and honor to the big guy that gave me 2 capable hands and a brain and eyes and skills to take my hook and my yarn to make these beautiful things to make life a little bit brighter. And so I put some footage at the beginning of this video of us like driving into Fair Park and like, you know, kind of the whole going into it, just like as an introduction. It was pretty cool to get to drive through Fair Park when it wasn't like busy or active. And every time we've gone, you know, the most we've ever gone to the Fair Park, if you've ever been in Dallas, you know, if you go to a musical, the music hall is right there at the entry of the fair. So that's about as far as we've ever gone during the off season of the fair. And then any other time we've ever gone, it's like been, sorry, there's like this little piece of hair that is driving me insane. I can see it floating. Oh, okay, got it. Any other time we've ever gone, it's been during fair season, and it's packed. I mean, we went last year on a Saturday, and it was during one of the eclipses. Oh my gosh, we could hardly even move. It wasn't even enjoyable, hardly. And so, yeah, so it was really interesting to kind of finally see the layout of the land, because it's very disorienting when you go and it's that busy and you can't hardly see any marks or landmarks or anything. So it was really fun to get to drive through. And then it was also just really fun seeing everybody's submissions. And like when we were leaving, there was a bunch of ladies that came in. They have one of the big competitions they do. It's like a diorama competition. And I didn't realize how big it was until we did this. And there were so many, and they were so intricate, and they were so crazy cool. It was like all these little miniatures, and like people had made all these crazy, you know, scenes and things. So, but I hopefully will find out. I'm supposed to find out on the 21st. That's when the newsletter drops, and they will list out the people who placed. So the top 4 in my category, I did the crochet category, crochet toys from a pattern category, and the top 4 get to be on display throughout the fair season and get a ribbon and all that fun stuff. So I will hopefully receive good news next week, because Monday, so today is the 18th, and yeah, so because Monday's the 19th, so I'll find out Wednesday hopefully. But yeah, and then tomorrow, Monday on the 19th, I should be finding out if I get to be in the Aspasians market for October for the fall one. So more to come with that. I hope I do. I don't typically, they bring back their returning vendors, and I was really well received last year. I was a very popular booth, and I'm hoping that I get the honor and the pleasure of getting to return to that show again in October. So we had a great time. My husband and his family, they're from Rockwall. I'm from Mesquite, which is like the town over across the bridge. So we know a lot of people. So it was really fun to get to see them and get to share with them, you know, what I've been making and what I'm doing, and share my business with them. And so fingers crossed, I'll have some good news tomorrow that I got into that show. And yeah, so that's kind of the news and announcements, admin kind of things. Let's dive on into what I've been doing craft wise, what I've been making, and all that fun stuff. So first up, I got a Tallulah turtle. Sorry, she's a little squishy. She's a little squashed because she's been in my market prep bag. I've kind of been making things and putting them in the bag. So this is my Tallulah turtle. I love this pattern so much. It's a great scrap buster actually. So a ball of the Bernat blanket yarn in this green color. I can't think of the name. I'm looking at a ball of it right now, but I can't see the name that's turned. But the ball of the green, I can get about 3 turtles from that, like body parts. So that means fins, head, and body. And then the shell, you can honestly, those little scraps, like little balls that you get from just like the awkward odds and ends of your other projects that you make. These shells are great to just work through that. And then kind of, I don't want to give away too much, but you do use some felt on the inside to help block the holes. In the pattern, she teaches you how to cut it out, how to measure it, all that good stuff. So, but something I did different. I know my other Tallulah turtles, I had the big old chunky safety eyes. Well, I know there's kind of been this movement to do more baby safe, kid safe things. And also too, with the safety eyes and these flowers, they're really hard to get in there and like get the backs on good. And I got really stinking annoyed with it because they kept popping out. And then of course I finish it and I'm going to like adjust the flowers and fluff them, and the stinking eyeball pops off. And so, I mean, there's a backing in there somewhere, but it's not coming out. But yeah, and like it's already done. And so I can't like undo it all because I've already sewed everything in and it's done. So basically what it is, I kind of did the same thing. I wiggled it and the back popped off and the eye came out. So basically what I did is I took some of my black yarn that I use for my eye details and I just embroidered inside the middle of these flowers, and I made a baby safe Tallulah turtle, and I actually think it looks just as cute. I mean, I know the safety eyes add a little extra, but this is just it looks just as cute, and it's that cute little rustic boho look. It's still the same. So I did that. I made 3 of these little guys. I just have this one to show you guys right now. I didn't want to bring all 3 of them out. They're all packed up in my market prep bag. But I have this little guy. She's super cute. Again, Tallulah turtle. This pattern, I'm pretty sure is already on my Google Docs, which I'll link below. This is one of my favorite patterns, one of my favorite turtle patterns. I love making this one. So I have a couple other cutie little turtles that I want to make as well. So Tallulah turtle. Next up, I did, so cute, I did the Mom Stitchetti, her new little laying down dragon. I also did the other one too. I'll show you guys here in a second. And again, I just kind of use scrap yarn, leftover yarn, this little tail. I didn't do anything down the middle. I'm not a fan of the dragons with the stuff down the middle. I used some different safety eyes. I got some of those more like 3D eyes that like actually kind of pop out a little bit. I don't know how I feel about them. My little face is so cute. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I like my flatter eyes a little bit better because I feel like I can get them on there really, really solid. And then I can do face shaping. These were really hard to do face shaping with because I know they're like the sinker eyes and they're already supposed to kind of do that for you. But I don't feel like I had as much control as when I have my flatter eyes, and I can like do my yarn in and I can really put it where I want it and really sink them down in there and shape my face. But this little guy is super cute. I love the long tail. You could make the tail longer if you wanted. I chose not to stuff the tail all the way down because I like it a little floppy. I kind of just gently work my stuffing so it looks even. But yeah, but this is my little Mom Stitchetti, the new dragon pattern she just came out with. I'll link it in the, I will put it in the Google Doc. And then this is the other version. She had like a little combo situation with that dragon, the snuggle dragon, and then this little cutie patootie. I'm definitely gonna be making more of this. This was so quick and so easy to make. I'm trying to see. Yeah, everything it's one piece. And the only things you really have to sew on are the little wings, which is super easy, the horns, and the little ears. But like the body and the snout and everything was all one piece. I definitely think I used those 3D sinker eyes. I definitely think they were great for this. I may add a little eyelash situation here. I'm playing around with learning some different strategies and techniques for eyelashes. I may add a little piece of white yarn. I don't know, but he's super cute as is. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm gonna make a couple more of these, at least 2 more. I'm trying to have 3 of each of my items, even some of my bigger items so that people have choices. As you guys know, I'm not much of a small maker. It does not bring me joy to make a bunch of of the same little things, like, you know, all those people that have those $15, $10, $12 bins. Good for you. That is, you are a strong person, because I do not have the attention span to sit there and make 20 of the same thing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. But I did buy some of like the oh, what are they? Hopefully I'll have some. It's the little round bub patterns. It's not the Whimsy Bubs, it's the other maker. I can't think of their name right now. Sorry. Hopefully I'll have some next month and we can talk about them. But I bought the little 3-pack that's a unicorn, a dragon, and a dinosaur. And they're just these cute little round things. So I was thinking I can make, you know, they're definitely scrap yarn projects. So I definitely was thinking I could do 3 unicorns, 3 dragons, and 3 dinosaurs. I have a couple of free patterns on Instagram that I'm still trying to decide if I want to make up a couple of, but those are definitely more of my $15 item size things. So but you know, I just can't sit there and make 100 octopi, excuse me, or you know, all these little keychain things. All those keychain makers, y'all are awesome. But I also have a different perspective too. This is definitely more of a hobby business. As I've said before, this is a hobby. This is something that's designed and supposed to bring me joy and happiness. And I also feel like it is an artistic outlet. So I feel that I need to be bringing artistic pieces to these shows that I get in. I'm not necessarily aiming to make money, because this is not my full-time job. This isn't even a part-time gig. If I make some money, awesome, cool, wow. I get some yarn money and some craft money. But as far as making income off of this, it's not what this is about. So I have the luxury to be able to do more larger items without the pressure of feeling like I have to make all these smaller things that's more accessible to make money. So those of you that are hustling and doing this full-time as a full-time job, you're amazing. You're amazing. But that's not my journey. That's not why I'm doing this. And so I have to always keep that in the back of mind, because it does hit me. It does hit me sometimes, especially as we get closer to markets, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have any smaller, you know, $10, $15 items. All my items are $25 and up. Like, what? And you know, I definitely feel it, but I have to remind myself. And it, you know, sometimes I start feeling guilty when I'm making these bigger things, and I'm like, why am I not making a bunch of smaller things so more people could buy things, I can make more money? And I have to just take a breath and be like, I'm making something that I want to make and that I am putting out there to share with the world, to make the world a little bit better. So yeah. Next up, let's see what I got next. Oh, I did the little Mama Made Minis Stuffy Bunny, the little laying one. I did this one with Sweet Snuggles Light and 5.5 or 4.5 hook. I can't remember. I've just got some scrap balls of Sweet Snuggles Light. I'm trying to work through it. It's not my favorite thing to work with, but it sure does work up really good. So this is just a cute little bunny. I didn't do the naughty legs. I don't necessarily like the naughty legs. I definitely need to work on adjusting my leg position with my tension. It's okay, because she's supposed to be laying down. So when she's displayed and like, you know, laying down, everything's all where it's supposed to be. But like when I'm holding her up, yeah. But there's her little tail. I use the little bit of green. And then I also worked on my embroidery eyes. I think these guys turned out really cute. So she's super cute. She can actually like sit on your little shoulder. Give me your arm. Yeah. And she can just kind of like hang out there. But she's super cute. I had a lot of fun making her. Those Mama Made mini patterns are so fun to make. I'm actually planning on doing 2 more of the Pegasi, however you want to correctly say that. I think Pegasus works fine. And also I kind of want to try to make 3 horses and potentially 3 unicorns. I love that pattern. I really love that pattern, and I've actually really enjoyed all of the patterns that I made. But my horses, my unicorns, and my Pegasi from that pattern tend to sell. People love them, and I can price them because I can make them up pretty quick, and I can usually price them anywhere between $25, $35, and people love them. I mean, love them. So I'm definitely gonna try to make a couple more of those. So that's my cute little bunny friend. She's gonna hang out here for a second. And then I made a Della the duck. Y'all, she's so cute. She looks cuter in person. I think stuff looks cuter in person than on camera, but she's super cute. I'm still working on embroidery eyes. They're not my strongest situation. But this is my Della the duck. I used fuzzy yarn, and again, those of you that make things with fuzzy yarn, look at her little tail. Bless you, my children. I was ready to throw it across the room. I was done. It made me sweaty. It was really uncomfortable in my hands. It was making that horrible, awful squeaky noise. No. I have a pink ball, and I may make one more Della the duck with that pink ball, and then I'll probably make a Della the duck with just some of my scrap white yarn that I have and call it done. But after I do that, no more fur yarn. No more. I can maybe use it as an accent on things, but even that is questionable for me. I was triggered. You can ask the dog. Usually when mom is crocheting and he's in my lap, we are chilled to the max. Not with that fur yarn. Oh man, it was not good. So, again, those of you that use fur yarn, kudos, my dears, kudos. So yeah, I'm gonna put her down because what I'm gonna show you guys next is a little bit bigger. So the next thing I've kind of been working on are 6-day star wraps, or I've been calling them 6-day couch wraps. So this one is a kid size one. I have so much yarn. I was definitely a hoarder when all those cake yarns came out and were popular, and I quite hadn't found my passion of making amigurumi and stuffies. I am definitely a OG shawl girl. I love making shawls. I have a whole drawer of them in my closet, and I love wearing them in the winter. I actually do wear them as my scarves in the winter. I don't wear them as shawls. I wrap them as scarves. But shawls are definitely my first love, and as you can see, I love them. So this is my 6-day star wrap, couch wrap that I'm making. This is by Betty Knits. It's a free pattern. She's all over Pinterest. I'll link her in the Google Doc. She does the 6-day kid blanket, star blanket. That's a big old hit right now and kind of going viral. I have this one. This one I'm using the new micro stripes. Oh, it's so pretty. The new micro stripes and a 5x5 hook. This is the Sunset Beach color. I've got 2 more skeins coming. I ordered from Joann, so hopefully today or tomorrow. And I will hopefully get this one finished. This one's truly gonna be like an adult over the shoulder couch wrap blanket. I have another one in the car that I'm working on that I'll hopefully be able to show y'all. I don't have a lot of it done yet. That I'll be able to show you guys next time. But I'm trying to do one more. Yeah, I'm trying to have 3 of them. So I have those 2 and then the one in the car. So hopefully by the time I do my market, I'll have 3 of them and I'll see how they do. I'm definitely going to market them as like couch wrap blankets, cozy fall. Yeah. Definitely not making them as the shawl, but more as if when you go on Betty McKnit's website, you'll see how she's wearing hers. She's definitely wearing it more as like a over the shoulder couch wrap blanket. So that's how I'm going to market mine. I think people are going to love it. I hope they do. I would love it. I would totally buy something like that. If I wasn't a maker and didn't know how to make it myself. So, yeah. And then I'm going to go grab it. It's right. I'm looking right at it. It's on the top of Ferdman's cage over here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab it. There's something on my carpet and I do not know what it is. It looks like a marker and great. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know what that is, so the joys of a craft room. This is my little llama that I made. I will link all the details below. I think I'm going to cut out his eyes and redo them and bring them more here. They're a little bit cattywampus. So I think I'm going to do them more here. This is a baby shower gift for a friend, a very dear friend at work. She had asked me a long time ago when she first got pregnant that she would be reaching out to me to get a llama. And her baby shower's coming up. I'm unfortunately not gonna be able to go. It's on my birthday weekend, and just for my sanity and my own heart, I'm going to choose to be with my family that weekend, and I'm not quite ready to do a baby shower, if that makes sense, after everything. So I'm gonna hopefully give this to her in the next week or 2. I'm waiting for some of the other gifts to go with it, and I'm giving myself a second to think through the eyes a little bit. But this is a cute little llama lovey. He was super quick and easy to make. Probably took me about 2 days to make, with working my full-time job and the crocheting here and there. So, but he is super cute, super squishy and snuggly. Again, I'm gonna redo the eyes. So I may also, I don't know, I kind of like his little hair. It's a little funky and I like it. So but I bought a couple cute little baby books, like llama books, and I'm also gonna get her, some goodies, some new mom goodies. So okay, so we're getting to the last thing. This will be a little bit shorter of a video this month, but like I said, it's been busy and we've been dealing with a lot. So and then I'll have the footage of me driving through Fair Park so you guys get to see it. So I've been working on a commission piece for a family friend. She wanted an elephant. You guys saw my competition piece. That was my elephant, but she also wanted one too. So I have been making another one. I had to use a little bit different of a gray because the gray that I used, on that elephant for my competition piece, I'm pretty sure they've discontinued it, which I'm really sad about. So it was like the driftwood speckled one. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I haven't been able to find it. But this one is also clearance yarn. That's also probably getting discontinued. But I bought a couple balls of it, and it works up. It's a cute elephant color. I love it because it just adds some dimension and some extra color. But this is what I have so far. I'm gonna try to finish her up today, actually. So get her arms done and then get her feet done and sew on the last little details, and she will be ready to go. I did the skirt a little different on this one. I had her facing like this into the skirt. My competition piece, I did it with her facing up, and I think I kind of like this one a little bit better. It looks cute. Both of them look cute. But so other cool thing about this is I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to catch it in the light. I made custom painted eyes for this one. I use nail polish. Actually, I think I have the nail polish right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I use this one, and I think I used these two colors. Y'all, this is literally just like scrappy nail polish that I've had forever, and I just painted the back of the eyes, and then yeah. So excuse me. Oh, then I put this over the top of those two layers, so it would seal it all in, and there'd be some color in the back. But yeah, but that's pretty much what I've been doing. I have been doing eyes. I got a resin kit, and then I have some cute paint colors. I'll show you guys here in a second. But I don't know how I feel about doing the resin. I like it. They turn out great, but it's so messy compared to just like using nail polish or paint. And then like you have to like let them dry, and like, oh my gosh, it's a lot. And then like resin is very temperamental, and paint is a little more forgiving. So I will say the resin is nice though, because if it does get over onto the eye, once it hardens and gets dried down, you can just kind of like pop it off. I usually take a bobby pin and just pop it off, and it's good. As with paint, you almost have to like scratch it, and then you have to worry about like scratching the eye. And so yeah, but I do have some paint colors. These are just random paints that I've had in my craft collection. So I have this really pretty, let me shake them up. I have this really pretty aqua flash color. It's color shifting. And then I have this one. This is blue flash, again, color shifting. It's very pretty. Sorry, I was not in camera. Trying to get the sun to catch it so you guys can see. And then I have this purpley one. Again, it's color shifting. Very, very pretty. So, and then I have this orange one. Color shifting. Yeah, orange flash. It's not as shifty as the other ones. And then I have this big old jar of this really pretty emerald green one. I definitely want to make some eyes out of this one for sure. Look at how pretty that is. Can you see? I'm gonna get it in the sun. And then to seal them all and to add just a, I'm guessing, I'll have to play around. I'm guessing I would have to put this down first and then do the colors, but it's just a glaze. It's just clear. It's a red, violet, blue shift glaze. They have several different types. You can kind of see what it's gonna do. So I was thinking it would be really pretty on top of this one, or even my blue one. I mean, all of them, honestly. All of these are definitely for sure blue based. Oh, I have all kinds of stuff in this little cart in front of me. Excuse me, I'm gonna bend down and grab this. Because I also do adult coloring books and mixed media. So I have all kinds of fun stuff in my craft room that is not just yarn. So that's part of the fun part of being an OT is you're always looking for stuff. I found my 3-hole punch. Look, it's right here. I've been looking for this. I've been trying to make a binder of my patterns, like my top patterns that I really enjoy making, to take with me to my market as a commission book, so people could flip through and pick what pattern they want and put an order in. So yay, I found this. I was looking for this. It was not where I thought I'd put it. So that's fun. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Yeah, and I will keep you guys updated on everything. Hopefully this next week I'll get some good, fun, exciting news, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'm trying to do better about posting on my social medias more regularly. And yeah, that's all I got. I hope you guys have a fabulous August, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. So bye.